So now I'm gonna work on the fingerless mitts. And so I'm gonna use a size G hook and the remaining hat material. So here the first step is to chain 30. So when I'm chaining 30, so I start off with a circle and a line through it. I weave that through, that creates my first one. And then I'm just gonna pull through. So I do that 30 times. So I did my 30 stitches, and on here it says, when working round 1, you wanna place stitch in the back ridge, not the same as the back loop of the chain. This will give the top edge a finished look. So if this is the front loop, back loop, flip this over, and you're gonna have that back ridge right there. All right, and then so round 1 is HDC in 3rd stitch from a hook. So half double crochet through 3rd stitch. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to come there. So I'm going to wrap my hook, count my 1, 2, 3, put it through the back ridge, wrap my hook, pull it through, and then I want to pull through all 3. So then I'm going to keep doing that. So the first 2, so that's right here, 1, 2, will create a chain to count as the first stitch in the round. So I'm going to half double crochet in each one of those all the way down to the bottom. And then I'm going to join with a slip stitch, so that we're going to make it a circle. And that will make us have 29 half double crochets in the end. So I just finished row 1's half double crochet, and if you count, don't forget to count the last portion back here. So it would be, I turn it on the side, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and then you have this piece right here for the 29. Join with slip stitch in the top of the first half double crochet. In this case, I'm not finishing off because I'm going to keep the same thread, and then I'm going to go to the next row and chain 3. So in here, slip stitch this, and then from that I'm going to be chaining another 3. In the end, I'm going to take the extra material that I have and tie that up so it becomes solid. This is actually going to be the top portion of the hand for your mitt. So I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3. All right, so now we're on round 2. So round 2 through 5, chain 3, and then you're going to double crochet into each stitch around and then slip stitch in the first. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to do a double crochet into the next one. That'll be my first double crochet, and you want to make sure you have the 29 double crochets as a finish. So you're going to do that all the way around, and then slip stitch into here, chain another 3, and then keep going for rows 2 through 5. I will meet you back at the end of round 2. So I did round 2, I'm almost finishing, I'm just double checking. So I pulled this out, so you're going to have that opening to help count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So right here, I'm just going to slip stitch. And then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then start my double crochet again for row 3. So I finished rows 2 through 5. Round 6, it says chain 3. There's 2 round 6. One's for the left hand, one's for the right hand, and if you notice, in both of them you'll see some common parts. So for example, the first one for left-handed, it says for the left mitt, you're going to chain 3, double crochet in the next stitch, then chain 9, skipping the next 3 stitches. So if I chain 3, 1, 2, 3, I would double crochet in the next stitch, and then chain 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and then skip 1, 2, 3. So it says skip the next 3 stitches and then double crochet in the next stitch, and each stitch around. So then I would double crochet in this, so 1, 2, 3, this stitch right here, and then just double crochet all the way around as if nothing happened. So that's going to be my thumb hole, and that's for the left mitt. For the right mitt, so when you do this again and you're going through this whole thing, you're going to skip this one and go here, and you're just going to chain 3, double crochet all the way around until the last 3 stitches. So in this case, this is my first, chain 3, double crochet. You'd be double crocheting all the way to here, chaining 9 and connecting it to or slip stitching it to the first 3 chain that you did. That's the only 2 things for round 6. That concludes my row 6. So I slip stitched it to the top over here. So now we're in row 7. So row 7 through 9, we're just going to chain 3 and double crochet in each stitch all the way around, finishing with a slip stitch. So I have just finished round 9. I'm working on 10 through 12. So 10 through 12, the only difference is when I get to the corners, so I folded it down and I folded it so that the thumb was here. So it's going to be something that looks like this, and it wants to come closer or start to come closer to this portion. So I'm going to decrease it here and here and here for the next 3 rows, 10 through 11, or 3 rounds. And when I decrease it, I'm always going to do it to the 2 on this corner and the 2 on this corner. So once again, you're going to just start as regular. So 1, 2, 3, and you're going to double crochet into each stitch. So, and then 1, as I get closer, I like to just double check it's the one that I need to decrease into. So I want to do it into 2 stitches. I'm going to do it to this stitch and this stitch, so I'm going to double crochet into 1 more stitch. And then I'm going to double crochet 2 together in the next 2 stitches. So that's going to just do 1, double wrap around, do 2, and then I'm going to send it through all 3. So that's a double crochet into 2, and then I'm going to continue going around to the next side, and then I'm going to do another double crochet 2 together to decrease that side. So I'm going to have an even decrease around my wrist, as if I was wearing it. So once again, if I fold it in half, the next two decreases would be over here. I'm coming to the next section of my double crochet two together. So as you can see, I'm going to double crochet this one and this one together. So I have one, let's see, so I did that. I'm going to actually do one more double crochet into this one. And then these two, I'm going to double crochet together. So wrap, pull through, wrap, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and then I pull through all three. And you're going to keep doing that. So you're going to finish this, slip stitch into here, and do that for 2 more rounds. So this would be round 10, round 11, and 12. So after decreasing, as you can see, it's decreasing in. That finishes row 12 for me. So now we're going to continue going for rounds 13 through 19, which is just double crochet into each round, and you're going to do that for its length. What I found is when I start the second mitt, I actually only am able to go to row 13 and a little bit, so I'm going to actually stop and go only to round 16 and then jump to round 20, where I'm just going to chain 2 and then half double crochet into each round, joining and then slip stitching and finishing. So this is the glove. I got up to the 16th round. I'm going to start on round 20. I just wanted to show you real quick what it would look like as is. So that's the mitt. It goes that far. So it's still pretty long, even with the short length. So I chained 2 to finish it. So we're going to do round 20. So round 20 is chain 2, and then I'm going to double crochet, no, half double crochet in each stitch. So start off like a regular crochet. I'm going to get into, pull back out, but this time just go through all 3. And same thing for the next stitch. And I do that, working all the way around, and then joining with a slip stitch at the end, and then just finishing off. So I just finished round 20. As you can see, it gives it a finished look. I'm just going to join on here, pull through. So to finish this, I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to pull this through all the way, and then I'm going to weave this throughout the material. Putting it through, and then I'm just going to pull it through, and then I can always cut that off. And then I'm going to do the same thing for here. At the beginning, I told you I want to join the material here, and I'm going to pull that tight and send that through, closing up that gap that we started with in that beginning portion. And then I'm just gonna, I usually when I weave it, I go up and down, so it gives it a locking motion. Alright, so there's my finished mitt. And then I do the same thing for the other hand, except for the round 6. Instead of the top round 6, I do the bottom round 6. That's it. That's how you make your fingerless mitts with the leftover material from your Unforgettable. I just finished the second mitt, and with using the only going up to 16 rounds and then skipping to the 20th round, I have about this much left, which is good. And then you just finish it off. So that is the fingerless mitts to go with the Unforgettable hat. All of this was just one skein or one ball of yarn.